Hi everybody, welcome to this week's episode of The County Seat. I'm your host, Chad Booth. You know, in a couple of months, you're going to get a notice in the mail from your friendly county assessor. Now, most people that have escrow accounts that automatically collect for their property tax don't pay much attention to that notice. But for others who have to pay the bill when it comes due in November, they pay a lot of attention. And particularly when property values are on the climb and they know they've got more money to pay. It can be a very frustrating process, and it becomes even more frustrating when you look at the difference between the taxes you pay on commercial property and your residential. Well, the reason that disparity there is because of exemptions, and there are a few of them that people can take advantage of if you act early enough in the year. So to tell you all about property tax exemptions, here's Terry Wood.
You know, like many people, you might have bought a house when you were young, lived there all your life, paid your property taxes every year. And for the most part, those property taxes were pretty fair. But now perhaps you're retired and the values, the tax values in your neighborhood have just skyrocketed over recent years. A lot of retirees do worry that they may lose their home because of those skyrocketing taxes. However, there are certain qualifications. If you meet them, you can get tax relief.
Property taxes go to fund public schools mainly, about 60 to 70%, with smaller portions going to city and county municipalities. The burden is spread around to all citizens and businesses more or less equally, but when circumstances dictate, those most vulnerable can find relief.
Just naturally, there's going to be shifts in the property tax and who pays, etc. But there's a segment of society, through no fault of their own, through disability, income situations, could be adversely affected by these. And as a result, we have property tax abatements or exemptions that can be granted to help this segment of society. Some of these are, for example, a veterans abatement, where we go ahead and support those that have sacrificed for the country. We also have a blind abatement. There's also a circuit breaker or an indigent income level where people can qualify for these.
The circuit breaker abatement is for individuals 65 and older making less than $29,000 a year and can cut property taxes as much as 20% to those who qualify. Indigent or hardship tax abatement can be received for individuals over 65, disabled, or in extreme hardship, and can cut as much as 50%. Veterans exemptions can be higher, up to 100% on property taxes for widows of servicemen and women killed in action. The purpose of all these and other exemptions offered in specific municipalities are to be fair to those in need.
There is the means for a senior couple or a widow or widower to not get taxed out of their home, so to speak.
So in a day and age when taxation is a very heated topic, it's good to know that relief is available for those who really need it. For the County Seat, I'm Terry Wood.
As is the case with exemptions and with challenging the assessed value, the time to act on adjusting your upcoming property tax is not in November when you go to pay it. The time to do it is in July, right after you've received your notice. Then the process will allow you that ability to appeal or to apply for an exemption, present your case. But if you wait until it's due, it's too late and you're going to have to pay the tax. Just a little heads up for you. Well, stay with us. When we come back, we're going to talk about restrictions on the development of energy in rural Utah and the impacts that it has on the rural counties. We'll be right back.
I think renewable energy and wind farms is a good way to go. We have a lot of land here to do that with, and the opportunity will grow as time goes on.
If a person wants to work in Beaver County right now, they can find a job.
I can't think of a better legacy that I could have left for my town.
What are the words that describe the perfect destination? Join us May 13th and 14th at the Millard County Fairgrounds in Delta, Utah for the old school rock crawl. Jeeps, 4x4s and trucks driving over obstacles with a possibility of rollovers. Millard County, Utah. Find out what you've been searching for.
What do you picture when you hear Rich County, Utah? Winter adventure? Snowmobile action? Pristine skiing? Spectacular solitude? Well, if that isn't what first came to mind, then you just don't know Rich County. Snowmobiling Monte Cristo, ice fishing Bear Lake, skiing the backcountry. Come and find out what you never knew you were missing. Rich County, Utah.
What is play? Is it culture? Is it adventure? Is it...
Ooh, it's a destination.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's correct.
Ceda City and BrianHead Resort in the heart of Iron County, where outdoor excitement, culture, and the iron industry melts together. Come and forge a new adventure where play is the thing. You haven't forgotten how to play. It's just that you haven't been to the right place yet.